news from BMW because they've launched a new two-seater roadster to replace the Z3. They got in touch and said, would you like to drive it? And I said, well, no, not if it's anything like the Z3 because, well, that was a bit girly, really. Look. Well, they said, what if we took you to Portugal, put you up in a posh hotel and filled you full of expensive food? Then would you drive it? Yeah, go on then. The problem with the Z3 was that, well, it looked as though it had everything it needed to make up a sports car, that long bonnet and two seats right over the rear wheels. It's just that when you got in it, it didn't quite deliver. For a start, you were perched on top, sitting too high in it rather than slung low down in it. And then when you got rough with it, which you've got to, it's a sports car, it came over all wobbly. So BMW really are chasing the macho vote with the Z4. It's bigger, bolder and much more substantial. An angry-looking collection of angles, curves and intersecting lines. From some views, it kind of resembles a rhino. Or is that just me? Now note something, it is the Z4, not the new Z3. Well, they don't replace the BMW 3 Series with the BMW 4 Series, do they? Clearly BMW wanted to start all over again with a completely new car. So clearly there was something wrong with the old one. One thing it did do very, very well was sell. But then if we're honest, you could stick a BMW badge on a dead cat and people would still buy it. People are already buying the Z4 now without ever seeing it. 30 grand. And they've never even tried it on. You did get that, didn't you? 30 grand. At least 30 grand. That's a big price hike. There are two engines available. Both straight sixes, a 2.5 litre or a 3 litre. You can have a 5-speed or a 6-speed manual in this 6-speed manual box. It's a proper mechanical process changing gear. And it sounds great. There's something about the yowl of a straight six. Stirs the blood. The new image, and more importantly, price tag, pitched the Z4 into an entirely different market. Suddenly, it's not enough just to be a bit of fluffy fun. It's going to be on a list that includes the Audi TT Roadster and the Porsche Boxster. Yikes. It just has plenty of grit. Really, an awful lot of grit. I really like roadsters. I even like the name Roadster. It's got a kind of devil-may-care flamboyance to it. And it says a lot about the car. Because you can't measure roadsters on paper against one another. You can't decide this is better than that because the figures say so. A roadster is about the whole experience. It's about the look, the sound, the feel of it. Do you know, I think they've cracked it. It's not as quick as a Porsche Boxster, fact. But so, that doesn't rule it out. And anyway, you'd expect this to be good. This is a Z4, not a Z3. This is one louder.